r/askreddit, what is the worst beer? Milwaukee's Beast. Losers talk about Milwaukee's best. Winners go home and F Milwaukee's prom queen. The Beast. As a Milwaukeean, I can confirm that you're trash if you drink Milwaukee's best. It's on par for America's worst. Anyone remember Red Dog? Used to sell that shit in 30-pack, that we referred to as the dirty pack. Yes. Red Dog and Lucky Lager were household staples at my apartment in college. My friends and I loved the riddles under the bottle caps of Lucky Lager. It's obviously Steel Reserve. Oh, I played Edward 40 Hands with 2 cans of Steely while watching Super Mario Bros. The live-action 90s one, Link. Puked on my buddy's floor for a while and went into full exorcism mode. Only time I've ever been hungover, I drink heavily. Supermarket own brand lager. Doesn't matter if it's Asda, Sainsbury's, or Tesco, all three with pass through you and piss out your asshole in less than 5 minutes. This rule is damn near universal. I love Trader Joe's, but their simpler times lager is so bad it makes me want to grab a Mickey's Ice to wash the taste out. Got this beer from the dollar store that had a big clock on the can, and the beer was called Beer 30. Oh holy shit. I have never tasted anything worse. Ice House. God damn it's bad. Why was ice beer a thing? It was all awful. Warm beer. Hey man, that's my second favorite temperature of beer. At least warm beer still has functional alcohol content, unlike its sad cousin, non-alcoholic beer. Some beers drink fine warm. Like good Belgian quads. Warm Old Milwaukee. From a keg. On a hot and humid Wisconsin day. At a pig roast. That's a more contested title than best beer. Genesee Cream Ale. Facts. Anyone who's tried it knows. A 30-pack was $10 back in the day. Beer 30 was a staple of shitty beer night. If it's mean and it's green, it's Genesee Cream. I actually think it's a pretty good beer for the price. A spilled beer. Keystone Light. In college I did blind taste tests at a party once to see if people could distinguish between Keystone Light and Coors Light, and like 75% of people that participated preferred Keystone Light and thought they were choosing Coors. But the best commercials. But I heard it's smooth like Keith Light. Cold 45 or anything sold in 2L jugs. Old English, man, what we did as teens. Any ice beer like Bud Ice or Natural Ice, god that stuff is absolute shit. Fun fact, it tastes like shit because they make the base beer then freeze it and skim the ice off, thus strengthening the beer's ABV because alcohol doesn't freeze at the same temp as water. As box are made the same way but they usually don't suck like commercial ice beers. Empty beer. Bud Light Platinum fucking sucks too. I dunno, man. Bud Ice and Ice House was my shit when I was young and broke. LOL. Never had a Heineken that didn't taste skunky more than anything else. Reminds me of weed smell. Any beer sold in green or clear glass bottle is skunky. It's an off flavor from light hitting it. Brown bottles block out light. Same with Grolsch, but we drank it as teens because of the flip top and it was imported. Not skunky in Holland. For some reason brands that make terrible beer tend to make good NA beers, and Heineken is definitely in that camp. Love a 0%. Foster's. I've heard that no one in Australia actually drinks Foster's and it's only in the bars for tourists. This guy beers. Back in the 80s it was the import beer to drink, the days of that's not a Noif, this is a Noif. It's not great, but hear me out, those giant oil cans are clutch if you're at an event with long lines. Australian for piss. Mickey's Wide Mouth. That shit had a_foil_ lid. Yeah, but Mickey's was the best for getting absolutely wrecked on 2 Sixers for $9 before 8 AM. Bud Light Gelato with Clemento. Literally tastes like vomit. Natural Light. Canned horse piss. Yeah, but Natural Light gave us Nature Days, which are fucking delicious and great for getting yard work drunk. Obviously taste is subjective, but my worst beer was a matcha beer I had in Kyoto. Second was a Belgian Speculoos beer. I have nothing against odd tasting beers. A Cassis beer is among my top 10. But those two were just vile. Was it a matcha IPA? I had one of those in Kyoto and couldn't decide if I loved it or hated it. A warm Milwaukee's Best. You are never not drinking an awful warm Milwaukee's Best. Even if the beer was garnished with gilded penises stuffed to the tip with $100 bills, there's no good scenario that would lead you to drinking a warm Milwaukee's Best. King Cobra. Years ago I got a couple 40s of King Cobra. Woke up laying in the doorway, half in the kitchen half on the back porch. Oh man, that shit is nasty. Steel Reserve. Desperados. Like drinking your own puke. Icy Light. Coors Light. It's like drinking carbohydrate water, but this one has at least 5 grams of carbs in it and it won't keep you hydrated. An empty one. Natty Daddy is the absolute worst. High alcohol, shit flavor. The name is kinda kinky though. I don't wanna yuck your yum, but if gilded school ung stuff with hundies is your idea of a good scenario, you sir are for more adventurous than I. Bud Light. Tastes like watered down bad beer. Nah, it's got to be Bud Light Platinum, all the swill of Bud Light but with a cup of sugar. Keystone Light is much worse. I don't like Bud, but I'd drink it all day if I didn't have to put Milwaukee's Best Ice in my face hole. This is exactly why I like Bud Light more than Coors Light, Natty Light, or Millet Light. I prefer the taste of watered down piss to the taste of straight piss. The worst I've had, by far, is Tropical from a vending machine in the Canary Islands. I don't have access to most American beers mentioned here, so I don't know how they compare. And here I am, an American, jealous you have beer vending machines. Scotch by Safeway, beer. Rolling Rock, if you have it tested at a lab, the lab will tell you your cow is pregnant. It was good before they ruined it by not making it in Latrobe anymore. It is bad but not as bad as Warm Schlitz. One Schlitz can make your breath smell like you live on Everclear and Marmite. Or your horse is diabetic. Just came here to make sure nobody said Busch Light. Nectar of the gods, baby. Are your gods working as stock boys at Kmart? Winky face. I've always hated the taste of Heineken. Milwaukee's Best. If that's their best, I don't want to taste their worst.